right next to those two sticks sticking up.
Okay.
He needs it.
Here on the Caribbean coast of Mexico's Yucatan, Shan Khan is a haven for birds and for bird watchers. Over 350 species of birds have been sighted.
This must be Baby Island.
Yeah. This is a big rookery.
How old is that bird?
I would guess that it's 1 month old. That's a reddish egret. Egretta rufescens. That egret will be flying in 1.5 months or 2 months.
So, Shan Khan, what does that exactly mean?
Well, that's the Maya words for where the sky is born. You get pretty much an idea of the vastness, of the flatness of the place, and the sky just grows out of the land.
In Shan Khan, where sky and sea also merge, the ecotourist can take time out to explore the underwater community of the coral reef. This magical garden is really made up of the skeletons of living animals. After snorkeling, our intrepid ecotourist takes a well-deserved rest while traveling through canals built by the ancient Mayas hundreds of years ago.
What is that?
What is that? That's a Maya ruin. Perhaps they prayed here before going to a far-off seas, and probably that's where old Betty lived. The bat we caught probably is in one of these buildings.
So this temple, where they worshipped, like they're gods?
Oh yes, they asked for rain. They asked for good crops. It's a very important part of the culture.
Although the ancient Maya civilization disappeared, the Maya people endure. About 1,000 live in the Shan Khan biosphere.
Just what is a biosphere reserve?
Okay, a biosphere reserve, it's a little part that is set aside to let evolutionary processes go on. In national parks, you usually take people out first and then include them only as tourism. In biosphere reserves, man is one of the key important ingredients in making it work.
What many people lived here?
Oh, well, it's a very, very big area. 2 miles north, 2 miles south.
So, the people live here and work as well. There's two things here. You save it.
You save it, but you save it to use it. Jack, this is Candido Camal.
Hello.
He's one of the persons who got high on the idea of organic agriculture, and he's practicing organic agriculture now. For instance, he's got the marigold here.
Oh, I love flowers.
Yeah, well, they're not only lovely. He uses them to combat nematodes on the soil.
So those flowers kill the worms.
Those flowers kill the worms. Yes. So it's a way to do it without pesticides that will harm the environment. And the whole idea is to be more productive in a smaller plot of land. So no more forest needs to be destroyed in order to grow their crops.
A lot of pigs. So in other words, this is part of what they eat.
This is part of what they eat, but remember, they don't go to a bank. This is a way of saving money. They sell them when they need cash, and when they have extra cash, they'll buy more. So it's a good way to keep money in the forest. Piggy banks.
Piggy bank. I like this. So now, Juan, this looks like a nursery here in the middle of the jungle.
Well, that's precisely what it is, a nursery in the middle of the jungle. We're trying to grow jungle plants that have only been taken out of the forest, the more products you can get out of the forest, the more valuable the forest will be, and the more incentives the people will have themselves to protect the forest.
So now the natives have been taught, instead of burning and cutting the rainforest, that now they can get plants out of the forest for people in cities to enjoy.
Oh yeah, and they get their cash, the forest stays, and conservation is served.
Great idea. Are any of these plants medicines? We hear about all the medicines derived from the rainforest.
Clusia back there serves when you have warts. It will get your warts off.
No kidding? I've got a wart coming on right here.
Well, you can give it a try.
Give me a try.
There you go. Take one home.
Okay, thank you. Gracias. Take care of my wart. It's amazing. This looks just like a big greenhouse.
Yeah. Look, here we have something very, very interesting.
What's
This is sandpaper.
Golly.
You use it to clean pots. You use it to clean the table.
That's
It's out of the forest.
It's amazing.
It's an ancient use of this plant.
It's just exactly like sandpaper.
Yeah.
You mean the Mayans use this as sandpaper?
Well, the Mayans surely use.
Look at that thing. Oh, it's like Velcro.
Well, so you could say the Mayans invented Velcro.
Huh? It's like Velcro.
Yeah, just like it.
Back in Cancun, the natural world continues to recede as more and more tourists require more and more hotels. In Shan Khan, however, everybody wins. For the ecotourist, it's a rare opportunity to explore nature beyond the crowded beaches. For the friends of Shan Khan, the tourist dollar is a vital resource to help the wildlife reserve.
Were you always interested in this? Why are you doing this? Living out here in the jungles like this with all these bugs and everything?
Well, somebody has to do it. We can't just pave over the planet. We have to save parts of it for our soul, for our children, for our earth.
As in any country, wildlife conservation in Mexico is not possible without the help of its people. But the people must survive off the land as well. In order to live, they will clear the forest and hunt the animals. In the long run, of course, there will be no more wildlife to hunt and no more good land to farm. It's been estimated that 70% of the jungle is already lost. Somehow, the people themselves must recognize the importance of their forest. Somehow, their natural resources must be kept renewable. The Mexican organization Pro Natura was created to protect wildlife species and habitat diversity. The key to its success is helping the people understand the importance of their own forests, and that begins with the children. Here in the Southern Highlands, Pro Natura encourages the youngsters of San Cristobal de las Casas to appreciate their rich heritage of plants and animals.
Whew. Man, this is a long way for a nature class. Hey! Adiós! Hello! Hello! Hola!
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Whew. You speak English?
Yes, I do.
Oh, my name's Jack.
Hi, Jack.
It's a long nature walk.
Yes. Oh, sweat in your forehead.
Sweat on my forehead.
Hector Maldonado is a third-grade social science teacher who brings his students to this outdoor classroom.
Do you believe in this program? Do you think it helps?
Oh, well, this is the books are fine for their purpose, but they can touch and see and they hear from people that are very much involved with nature and ecology. Kids love it. There's a lot of energy for kids to be used and coming up here and they see the trees and stops along the way where they say about the vegetation and the possibilities of finding animals.
No,
Is this tree sick? Sick tree.
She's been showing her where the spiders live.
Oh, the spiders. That's what she's saying.
The spiders live under the leaves.
Oh, you see a spider?
Es una encina que por la humedad de ellos conservan
Sí,
los hongos,
Itsy
pero no
bitsy
se-
spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. So the itsy bitsy spider lived all about. Okay, let's go.
That's what we teach the kids. That we are walking in the lungs of the world because there are very few jungles left in the world.
You refer to it as the lungs of the world. What do you mean by that?
Well, the trees provide oxygen in an environment that is polluted, so we breathe through the jungle. And we have the privilege to live nearby one, and we come and enjoy. And now we're teaching the kids to respect it, to enjoy it, have fun. You'll see the kids playing here; they'll love it.
Oh, wow. Be careful, don't let it bite you. Boy, thank you. I'm going to put my hand up.
Don't put your hand there. Don't.
So, how do you teach the kids about the wildlife in the jungle?
We teach them the kind of animals that live in this environment, and to know them. If they understand how they behave in their habitat, they will interfere less with them and learn to respect it and live with the environment.
Before they descend into the valley, the children remind themselves of the beauty and wonder of the forest. Pro natura, for nature.
Ambientación pro natura.
Native Indian tradition and Mexican folklore often use animals to symbolize strength and wisdom. This puppet show is a wonderful way for the Mexicans to learn about their heritage, as well as learn about their native wildlife. Don't scare me like that. In this story, a jaguar learns that a creature called man is destroying his forest. At first, he wants to kill this evil person, but the jaguar decides to make a deal. He will stay away from man, as long as man won't cut down his forest. There are very few jungles left in the world, and the Mexican people have the privilege of living near one. Here in their zoos and nature parks, we can all learn to respect the remaining forest and their wild inhabitants.